Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. My name is Andrew Blanchard. I'm a professor in electrical engineering, and I serve as the Dean of Undergraduate Education. Before we begin this joyous ceremony, let me remind you to silence your cell phones and be courteous to those around you by quietly attending to the speakers throughout the ceremony. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. This is a wonderful day for everyone. Graduates, parents, family, friends, thank you for being here. Please enjoy the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as University Marshal, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you the President of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Hobson Wildenthal.
Thank you, Dean Blanchard, and welcome, graduates, families, friends. Welcome to the 2016 Spring Commencement of the University of Texas at Dallas. We're celebrating our 124th commencement in our 47-year history, and I and all my colleagues are truly delighted to be here with you on this important occasion, and we're glad that all of you could join us, family, friends, staff. It's a great day for all of us. I get the privilege of introducing a few colleagues here on stage with me. First, Dr. Inga Musselman, our acting provost. Gene Fitch, our vice president for student affairs. Bruce Ganade, our Vice President for Research. And Terry Pancratz, our Vice President for Budget and Finance. It's also a privilege to introduce Dr. Robert Ackerman, representing our Faculty Senate. And finally, the person that's got the key job today, our university registrar and your fellow alum-to-be registrar, Jennifer McDowell. Now it's my pleasure to invite Provost Musselman to come to the podium.
Thank you, President Wildenthal. Graduates, families, and friends, and UT Dallas students, staff, and faculty, I would like to welcome you to the 2016 Spring Commencement ceremonies. These ceremonies, occurring over 3 days, are joyous celebrations of the many accomplishments of our students, resulting in the awarding of bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of arts and humanities, arts, technology, and emerging communications, behavioral and brain sciences, economic, political, and policy sciences, engineering and computer sciences, interdisciplinary studies, management, and natural sciences and mathematics. Graduates, my colleagues on the faculty and on the staff at UT Dallas and I offer you our heartfelt congratulations on earning your degrees. This is truly a great day for you. Please know that it is also a meaningful day for those of us who work at UT Dallas, because here we have the opportunity to see the culmination of what you and we together have been working towards for many years. Enjoy today, and again, congratulations. Now I have the privilege of introducing some colleagues in the stage party from the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences. James Bartlett, Interim Dean. Christine Dolligan, Associate Dean for Programs and Administration. Melanie Spence, Associate Dean, Council for Undergraduate Education. And Robert Stillman, Associate Dean, Graduate Council. To recognize some outstanding students and introduce today's student speaker, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. James Bartlett, Dean of the School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Musselman. As part of the ceremony, I have the pleasure to present some of our graduates whose outstanding participation in the life of the school we wish to recognize. They fall into several categories. First, there are students who participated in the Dean's Scholars Program. These are students who, first of all, applied to the program, but then participated actively in many special programs and completed service contributions to better prepare themselves for postgraduate education. Dean's Scholars graduates, please rise when I say your names. First, Alyssa Kathleen Hutchinson. And Sarah K. Thomas. Second, there's students graduating with school honors. This is not the same thing as Latin honors, which you'll hear about later from Dr. Blanchard. But these are students who participate in the school's honors seminar and complete a thesis, which is approved by a faculty research mentor. Quite involved. Students graduating with Behavior and Brain Sciences honors, please rise. I'm now pleased to announce some special service awards chosen by the faculty. First, we have the Student Leadership Awards that are presented to students who have consistently made significant contributions to student organizations and student life within the School of Behavior and Brain Sciences. The Student Leadership Awards go to Alyssa Kathleen Hutchinson, and Savannah Love Lee. Next, the Dean's Award for Excellence is given in recognition of the student achieving the highest academic performance, or GPA, and for overall excellence within a major. These students have consistent records of excellence, and we do not always have an award in every major. The Dean's, we have several this year though, and the first is the Dean's Award in Child Learning and Development, and this goes to Crystal Grace Buchanan, who could not be with us today. The Dean's Award in Cognitive Science goes to Connor John Pardee. The Dean's Award in Neuroscience goes to Helena Zhang. She's here. The Dean's Award for Psychology goes to Tran Bao Li. And the Dean's Award for Speech Language Pathology and Audiology goes to Christina Yasmir Diaz. For winners of the Student Leadership Awards and Dean's Awards, please come to the BBS tent at the Memories on the Mall after the ceremony today to collect your awards. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker. Our student speaker you've already seen and been introduced to. She came to the University of Texas at Dallas from Olympic High School near Seattle, Washington, and is graduating today magna cum laude with degrees in neuroscience and biochemistry. She joined UTD in August of 2012 as a National Merit Scholar and has been part of Collegium 5 as well. She's been involved in several organizations on campus, including the Neuroscience Student Association, the Health Occupation Students of America, Alpha Epsilon Delta, Golden Key International Honor Society, Deutsch Club, and the Cycling and Triathlon Club. Quite well-rounded. She has been a teaching assistant for General Chemistry 2, as well as a supplemental instructional leader for both General Chemistry 2 and Biochemistry 1, before being promoted to this supplemental instruction super leader just this past semester, and I've been told she's the best ever. Last spring, she studied abroad in Marburg, Germany, traveling every weekend to places across Western Europe, Turkey, and Morocco. An amazing experience, she tells us, made possible at UT Dallas, and she says she'll never forget it, and I'm sure she won't. After graduation, she plans to return to Seattle to work as a scribe and EMT while applying to medical school. Graduates, please welcome your classmate, Alyssa Hutchinson.
Good morning. Thank you, faculty, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2016. It takes a lot of time, motivation, frustration, and dedication to get to this point. So, congratulations on completing your degree plan. We're finally here. UT Dallas has an amazing knack for attracting a certain kind of student. Categorize us how you will, but I think one of the things we have in common is our ability to get sucked into other places with the right combination of words on paper. With that in mind, I'd like you all to consider one of your favorite books. No, it cannot be a textbook, even though I'm sure those are the first that come to mind. Hopefully, this book you've thought of has some sort of beginning, middle, and end, with an interesting plot line to tie it all together. Growing up a reader, endings were always my favorite part. I liked that they are the magical section of any story where loose ends are tied, complications are resolved, and a happy closure is generally reached. Epilogues in particular were extremely satisfying. Many of you might fight me on this now, but when I first read the epilogue to the Harry Potter series, it gave my 13-year-old heart all of the perfect ending feels. As I've gotten older, though, I've realized that by seeking out endings, I was missing the whole point. By pursuing the predictable post-series smooth sailing, I was skipping the twists and turns, the abrupt stops, the moments that would make me search between the lines, behind the plot, and over my head to understand the path the author chose to take her characters on. Good endings can be clean and satisfying. However, I've come to realize that truly great endings leave us with something to gnaw on. Something that makes you uncomfortable, stretching your mind beyond the billions of neurons and glia already there. We have reached an ending here today. If I'm the first to tell you that, then you clearly have not been checking your emails for the last 5 months. But I hope you are leaving this chapter not completely satisfied. If I have one wish for each of us, it is that we are not 100% happy with how our time here wrapped up. I sincerely hope that B+ you almost got up to an A itches a little. I hope that time you were blindsided by a rejection left behind a little scar. I hope you didn't quite squeeze in everything you planned to accomplish while you were here. Why? Because that means you fought to take in everything you could. It means that we pushed beyond ourselves and dared to grow. We're all heading different places next year, taking real-world jobs or perhaps jumping into graduate school. I, for one, will be taking an unplanned gap year to become an EMT, adopt that Siberian Husky I've always wanted, and reapply to medical school. Reapply, such an inherently embarrassing word. It implies so much: rejection, failure, years of hard work that ended in negative results. I've been told my whole life that when you get knocked down, it just means you need to come back up trying harder. But I don't think we want our peers to know that's what we're doing. We want to maintain our cool exterior while desperately trying to fix things behind the scenes. But then what's the point? If you start to push yourself beyond your boundaries, sometimes you will fail. You will fail in fantastic and devastating ways. But you will also restart. You will refocus. And if it's important, then you will find the right way to re-begin. Give yourself permission to be passionate and to reach beyond what you know you're capable of. Find that point where discomfort gives you reason to care, then push further. Be flexible. Open your mind so you can take advantage of every opportunity, whether it takes you in the direction you planned or not. Reach for more. Give that extra hour. Volunteer for that additional task. If binge watching Netflix until midnight, followed by completing that big assignment before its 8 a.m. deadline, has taught us anything, it is that we are capable of great things when we push ourselves. I'd like to wrap up with a brief quote from Lao Tzu. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you're heading. Beginnings are messy, they're challenging, they're often confusing, but they're also necessary to achieve our goals. Well, class of 2016, this is it. I hope you're excited because we live in amazing times. I hope you're nervous because that's how you know you're challenging yourself to reach somewhere new. But most of all, I hope you're both happy with the path you're about to embark on and hungry for what the future will bring. This is your beginning, so ready, set, go. Thank you.
such a tough act to follow. This is my 23rd spring commencement at UT Dallas. Some of my colleagues have had many more. Counting fall commencement, and we used to do summer as well, I must have experienced at least 50 commencements. And given that we have several ceremonies for each commencement, I probably have sat through, and sitting is the operative word, more than 200. Now I've got to stand. There was a time when we did not have our activity center, and we had to find someplace else to have commencement. I'm told that back in the 80s we had commencement outdoors, but after 100-degree day and black robes and people fainting, we never tried outdoor commencement again. When I got here, we were having commencement in the Richardson City Hall complex on Arapahoe, and then we grew in enrollment and we had to move up to the Plano Civic Center. One year somebody forgot to make the reservation and we were displaced by the cat show, the National Cat Show. We had to go back to Richardson and had 5 ceremonies. We thought that was incredibly arduous. Now we do 8 each time. It seems like a sprint. Sitting through those 200-odd ceremonies, I listened to many, many commencement speeches. The president, the speaker of the faculty, the deans, vice president for development. Since we had multiple ceremonies for each graduation time, one heard the same speeches over and over again. They rarely got any better with repetition. And when they were irritating, and a couple of them were, it got worse. But even more difficult than listening to the same speech many times, it's giving the same speech many times. That's my challenge for these 3 days. I would note that one of the great innovations we made years ago was to have student speakers, because our student speakers are tremendous and they only get to speak once and we only have to listen once, but it's great. These things are all trivial compared to what's going on today. What counts at a commencement exercise and what never gets old and never fails to inspire those of us who work at and work for UT Dallas is the thrill of sharing with you your joy and your pride of accomplishment. Believe me, you inspire us, and particularly so on this day of pure, distilled enjoyment, yours and ours. It's my turn now, after 23 years, to get to be, or to have to be, the commencement speaker addressing you graduates and your family and friends. I'll attempt to convey to you very briefly some of my thinking and feeling about our university, and hopefully strike some chords of resonance between your thoughts and emotions and mine. I could write a book about all the things and people at UTD that make me proud and give me joy as I stroll around campus, and maybe I will someday, but remembering that brevity is the soul of wit and also the essence of compassion for the audience, I will not try to give you that book today. Speaking very simply, I feel proud of UT Dallas, proud of you, our students, particularly today as you graduate, proud of our faculty and our administrative and staff colleagues. I'm proud of our buildings and of our campus appearance, and I'm most proud of the reputation we have earned among thoughtful and knowledgeable members of the larger community. That reputation is that UT Dallas is a community of bright, hard-working and hard-studying students and faculty, that we do education the right way, and that we are steadily and rapidly ascending to the highest ranks of American universities. You and your family should feel that same pride in UT Dallas and feel particularly proud to be its graduates. Our pride is well justified by objective facts. Our students' intellectual distinction ranks them with America's best. Our faculty members' achievements in research, creativity, and teaching are recognized increasingly by many competitive awards, and our campus buildings and exteriors now excite admiration from all of our visitors, and by the way, of ourselves. Our achievements strike envy. and maybe even fear among our community of peer universities as more and more outstanding students, such as you, are choosing us to be the runway from which they take off into their futures. You graduates have been at UT Dallas during a time of amazing change, growth, and progress. There's good reason to believe that this progress will continue in the years ahead. Your fellow alums who left UT Dallas as you arrived have a hard time recognizing and navigating today's campus when they return. Do not stay away too long yourselves, or you'll encounter similar difficulties when you get back. We think that you graduates made wise choices when you enrolled in UT Dallas. We know you worked hard at a demanding school to graduate today. We are grateful you chose us, and we thank you for your confidence in us. You are now wed to your alma mater through unbreakable bonds, and we are wed to you. Let us enjoy a long and happy relationship. Congratulations. Now, I invite back to the podium Dean Blanchard.
Thank you, Dr. Willenthal. I would like to offer special recognition to those students graduating with honors today. All candidates graduating with Latin honors, including cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Collegium 5 is UTD's four-year honors program. I would like to invite all C5 graduates here to stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi, the nation's oldest, largest, and most selective all-discipline honor society, as here at UTD, please have all Phi Kappa Phi members stand and be recognized. Please be seated. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will all candidates who are to receive the bachelor degree please rise and remain standing? That would be you guys. Dr. Willenthal, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Now let me ask Dean Marion Underwood, Dean of Graduate Studies, to come to the podium.
Thank you, President Wildenthal. Today's commencement ceremony is the highlight of the academic calendar. We gather to recognize and celebrate your dedication, hard work, and the glorious achievement of earning your degrees. We know without a doubt that you have gained a great deal of knowledge. However, as Albert Einstein reminds us, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited to all we know now and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and understand. We hope that you will use your imaginations to pursue new directions, to acquire new knowledge, and then to apply it wisely. I would also like to recognize the tremendous contributions, commitment, and sacrifices of the parents, families, and friends that help make this day a reality. Students succeed not only because of their own efforts, but because of the support they receive from families and friends. So to our graduates and to their families, congratulations, good luck, good success, and best wishes for your very bright futures. Will all candidates who are to receive master's degrees please rise and remain standing? Dr. Wildenthal, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their master's degrees. Candidates, please be seated. Yesterday, a special recognition ceremony was conducted for graduating doctoral students. Each student who participated in this ceremony invited his or her advisor or another UT Dallas faculty member to assist me in placing the doctoral hood of their commencement regalia over their heads. This conferral signified the success of the candidate in completing his or her program of studies, leading to the highest academic degree offered by UT Dallas. The doctoral recipients are already hooded, so now it only remains for them to receive their diplomas. I ask that all doctoral candidates now stand to be recognized. Candidates, please be seated.
Now it's time for the official and magical words. Now, by virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer you my sincere congratulations. Now it's time for the graduates to take the stage for the presentation of certificates and diplomas.
Candidates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Alyssa Kathleen Hutchinson. Kirsten Leanne Ray. Annalise Tui Lee. Allison Jane Hudek. Jessica Ann Collis. Philip Daniel Perkins. Natalie Calderon. Nicole Ann Miller. Zainab Dar. Michaela Victoria Gallardo. Michaela April Cox. Bianca Marie Teniente. Jade Elise Thurman. Jabari Isaiah Vandroff. Kristen Rachel Amon. ID Martinez. Kusha Christopher Abdolay. Chelsea Ray Ellison. Ayasat Adebisi Akintoye. Amir N. Ali. Adriana Isabel Suarez Cruz. Raya Hurt. Yin Ni Nok Tran. Connor John Party. Jennifer Lynn Archer. Judith Elaine Claxton. Megan Marie Kelly. Caroline Michelle Abe. Tanya Tarada Danafungsi. Shahir Sabir Ali. Nicole Marie Comte. Courtney Lynn Dominguez. Michael Patrick Dugan. Marcus Aurelius Frederick Fajoli. Christopher M. Driscoll. Daniel Lee Cassidy. William Grant Deltuva. David Houston Badeau. Fitsum Solomon Ayulu. Catherine Beth Davidson. Laura Cooley. Abigail Elaine Berry. Jonathan Tyler Blackburn. Barnabas Danny Henderson III. Shelley Goyle. Aisha Gillen. Moiz Gul Hassan. Saad Gul Hassan. Amber Marie Hassan Hussein. Salma Hanif. Carl Theodore Heinrich IV. Winseter Craig Furlow Jr. Valeria Flint. Bonnie Blake Helm. Sajida Gawani. Sarah Mohammed Hassan Youssef. Kieran Kanani. Layla Kassim. Mandeep Kaur. Calvin Lee. Daniel Allen Abraham Larson. Ali Mansour Kara. Justin Thomas James. Noor Khurana. Diem Tui Ti Lee. Han Sum Jeong. Kevin Lee Jackson. Irfath Iftar Khan. Sanya Aziz Khan. Cynthia Shuang Liang. Stephanie Tui Nien Win. Alexander Mayor Miller. Noah James Melvin. Lauren Rose Metzel. Sebastian Mahia. Mark Namgi Wakocha. Neha Patel. David Michael Maloney. Stephanie Matijevich. Paul Jeremy Win Lee. Anmol Modikar. Amy Olivia Nguyen. Emily Joan Nivorovsky. Christopher Brandon Prado. Brian Derek Penate. Aaron Christopher Rule. Kelsey Winkleblack Pounds. Ikra Qureshi. Sara Raja. David Michael Romaine. Jacob Eugene Peraza. Aditya Rajan. Ravina Sunil Rana. Siddharth Rasdan. Shiv A. Patel. Kayan Akhtar Saeed. Carla Ariel Mayano Saflor. Michael James Tyner. Firuz Parisa Sarka. Sarah K. Thomas. Ria Shah. Bezowit Solomon Tafessa. Nicole Ying Ru Tsoi. Eric V. Tran. Sneha Prasad Sudamgunta. Noor Assam Sharaf. Nikita Tangella. Tammy Hawaii Trin. Stanley M. Seju. Sabaha Sultana. Jirga K. Shah. Saba Ahmad. Emily Christine Beanie. Sakina Fatima Ali. Karen Elizabeth Becerra. Marcus Bethel. Isaac Mateo Vasquez. Zachary Owen Wooden. Jean Gabriel Bonaliharia. Francesca Gabrielle Ursua. Brianda Alfonso. Christy Daniela Argueta. Brandon Jose Barrios.
Renee Ashley Denlar. Catherine Elizabeth DeBruler. Lillian F. Charberly de la Paz. Tracy Ann Daniel. Jeffrey Daniel Gershenfeld. Marty Drobot. Joshua Leonardo Gonzalez. Michael Anthony Fisher. Emily Demasio Garner. Kayla Marie Bryant. Rebecca M. Cedillo. Claire Joy Job. Britton Thomas Ginsel. Amani Khalil. Christy Ray Lane. Sam Hahn. Cassandra Lee Hartman. Baria Akhtar Hussein. Asra Jafar. Shadidria Jackson. Saketi Shwara. Erin Margaret Knibble. Anilla Joseph. Jithu K. Joseph. David Allen King. Jesus Hernandez. Ashton Haley Hernandez. Paige Mary Morgan. Hiwat Mamo. Alyssa Nicole LaPuma. Erin Denise McClellan. Tanisha Harrison Parker. Tran Bao Lee. Dulce Martinez. Emily Netta Miznani. Christina Celeste Aranda. Yasmin Mora. Jessica Brianna Lawson. Han Nguyen. Janelle Joy Largent. Amber Thee Lee. Eunice Park. Dongju Lim. Stephanie Madeline Shu. Kaylee Brienne Cecilla. Sophie Elaine Slater. Leah Danielle Sneed. Ana Marie K. Sanchez. Alejandro Daniela Pudillo. Angelo Christopher Skrodsky. Evelyn Grace Simmons. Nevin Varghese Saju. Leonardo Rojas Jr. Jessica Elizabeth Cerna. Astrid Catherine Pineda. Adis Sammy. Mariah Lee Butler. Dalton Grant Tate. Scott Andrew Stone. Kevin Alexander Thomas. Jordan Charles Tucker. Matthew Christopher Robleski. Emily Ann Wilkinson. Jacqueline Renee Welchman. Bennett Abdul Kadar. Christopher Yee. Troy Chi Tran. Maria Fabiola Villarruel. Ann Lee Trong. Kayla Joanne Terrell. Timothy Adams Stork. Diana Marcela Castillo. Veronica Lene Coleman. Stacy April Apolinario. Rudolfo Benavides. Cynthia Cerda. Christine Michelle DeGracia. Areli Ferrer. Yvonne Magdalena Abraham. Shannon Lean Borger. Christina Yasmir Diaz. Priscilla Araciela Escobar. Sandra AJ Aliatim. Binaz Barampur. Nicole Marie Dio. Tamika Nicole Harris. Zara Kadra. Heba Luai Jundi. Savannah Love Lee. Serena Susan John. Miranda Joyce Harmon. Nahid Kosir Carlson. Zara Madat Kabani. Anisha Rajneesh Kelkar. Alisa Gelman. Emily Rose Lent. Dahlia Chasm. Haley Nicole Lavini. Aaron Fields. Nina Lauren Hernandez. Crystal Roxanne Roman. Amber Robinson. Alara Sabunjian. Jessica Coletta Mia. Melissa Rosales. Ashley Joy Rica. Kristen Ashley Ransom. Alicia Renee Ramsey. Alexis Sheree Silva. Jennifer Christine Kiros. Huda Nuramed Sala. Anais Reyes. Melissa Silva. Samira Osman Maddox. Gladys Christina Sosa. Evelyn Solorzano. Caitlin Rose Winter. Anna Lee Scavlin. Colleen Danielle Stroby. Etoyshian Lynette Williams. Megan K. Weir. Samhita Swaminathan.
Candidates receiving the Master of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Shadab Forozan. Victoria Armendariz. Miriam Astarabadi. Avantika Banerjee. Thenan Charles Dom. Rebecca Elizabeth Border. Shrikant Rangarajan Chari. Delvin Kuruvilla Dason. Deborah Dickerson. Brittany Elaine Eccles. Michelle Edwards. Elizabeth Ann Erickson. Alan Jean Colley. Brian Fowler. Samantha Josephine Oborny. Hans Schaefer-Kader Klein. Sherwin Nurani. David Michael Martinez. Linda Wynn. Wade Compton McDonald. Shriti Mele Sadanadan. Mansi Jayakumar. Nicole Adriana Moreno. Lily June Kim. Samantha Gonzalez. Caitlin Elizabeth Oman. Priscilla Lynn Caskey Shively. Julie Ann Arnold. Lauren Blakely. Hallie Rebecca Sparks. Veronica Pena. Pratibha Varakatamath. Jennifer Nicole Putman. Lauren Livingston Wolf. Gabriela Bautista. Christina Louise Coleman. Lisa Kim Bletcher. Matthew Thomas Wood. Alexandra Brooke Ellerin. Katrina Lee Herzick. Elizabeth Ann Elliott. Ashley Renee Dowell. Laura Nicole Harris. Madeline DuBose. Allie Schneider Gray. Emma Green. Joshua William Henfey. Ashley Lynn Henson. Kristen Holcomb. Natalie Rose Cook. Amy Annette Heron. Anna Marie Hefner. Taylor K. Leilani Goodrich. Heba Khalil. Jennifer Molly Lewis. Allison Marie Croyce. Lauren Alexandra Leone. Rebecca Claire Kleinpeter. Jennifer Lynn King. Amanda K. Keller. Nazli Korami. Caitlin Lentz. Janie Margaret Life. Karen Young Kim. Nicole Levy. Anne Catherine Kennedy. Marta Ippolito. Julia Marie Lepowski. Jessica Erin Miner. Allie Joy McClure. Carolyn Heston Olha. Regina Alexandra Sanchez. Caitlin Purrington. Tristan Carolyn Mock. Catherine Alam Moorhead. Catherine Lily Ratliff. Caitlin Elizabeth Morrow. Haley Diane McMillan. Catherine Elizabeth McGuire. Avery Jane Moore. Eleanor Jacqueline Smith. Sonia Ramirez Suttles. Alana Rachel Simon. Sarah Elizabeth Schmidt. Lori Elizabeth Taffet. Andrea Vargas. Una Van Swal. Emma Rose Wasener. Danielle Sonego. Rachel Soul. Angela Marie Stevens. Caitlin Jean Taylor. Amna Munawar Sumro. Tyler Wathall. Amanda Lane White. Kim Pavlin Wasser. Blair Estelle Wells. Emily Page Wilson. Anna S. Wood. Bhavya Marihali Renukarya. Ruhani Patel. Simone Jackson. Amanda Catherine Pereira. Amanda Denise Rankin. Sharmina Zaidi. Maria Virginia del Pilar Villanueva Cause. Elizabeth Tangomunkum. Ian Luke Campbell. Allison Diana Klein. Daniel Patrick Jacob. Chelsea Rose Robinson. Maria Danica San Juan. Candidates receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Kimberly Fiorentino. Jennifer Helen Frank. Nicole Jordan. Anam Khalil Khan. Catherine Groves Kirkendall. Brittany K. Post. Sarah Ann Wallace. David Thomas Pruitt. Erica Lynn Underwood. This concludes the presentation of degrees. It's now my pleasure to hand the podium over to Dr. Wildenthal.
like to thank my colleagues on the university staff. I want to thank the faculty, staff, and administration who gave their time to participate today, and particularly thank our orators, Daniel Calhoun, Chris McAlpine, and Paul Teal, who've got the really tricky job. And now, the graduates, please rise. You know, there are legends about the tassels on your cap, and the mnemonic is that after you graduate and you have your alma mater, you wear your tassels on the left over your heart to remind yourself of your alma mater. So now it is time to turn your tassels from the right side to the left side. Now you can be seated again. I've got the prerogative of being the first to congratulate you again and give you my best wishes for a prosperous and successful future. In addition to earning your degrees conferred upon you today, you've earned the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals, the alumni of the University of Texas at Dallas. This is a milestone day not only in your lives but in our lives at the university, and we wish you all the best as you go forward as our graduates. Enjoy the day of celebration with your family and friends, and return to visit us as often as you can. And now, in your first act as alumni of UT Dallas, I will ask you to all rise, and I would like to ask our guests to rise as well for the singing of our alma mater, led by one of our students, Patricia Balconi Lamico. Patricia.
Please be seated. Almost done. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. In a moment, the stage party will recess through the rear doors of the auditorium, after which our new graduates will also recess. Graduates, please pay attention to the staff from the Office of the Registrar as they ask you to stand one row at a time to recess. Once the graduates have left, family and friends may leave from the doors from which you entered, exit out of the north entrance and turn right, and you can join your graduate on the campus mall. Please enjoy the music of the Encore Brass. The ceremony is closed.
Aye.